Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game
Good night, look, baby.
Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Williams. Jokic is out there with Collins. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Harden in at the 3.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And here is Barnes following the 3 from Williams. Shot clock at 5. Tatum with a screen on Collins.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in. They're doing a lot of spectating there on D, but hey, it's the All-Star game.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Darko Rajakovic and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. Yeah, I brought up Devin Booker's name, and he winced a little. He said, "Can I tell you something? I'm worried about Booker. I'm ready to double up on him and fight the good fight, but if he gets hot, we're in trouble." So, I guess it's hope for the best and prepare for the worst, guys.
Thank you, David. Drills the 3-pointer. Barnes has got 5.
Such an integral part to Halliburton's game. He's one of the best passers in the league.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. Collins grabs the miss. Now the West with the ball. And then Williams slams it in.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
Outside Tatum. And a miss there on the triple.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Oh!
Mercy, mercy me.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Now here's Barnes. 5 points in the game. Tatum with another miss.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Williams. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so Giannis will bring it up for the East All-Stars. 4-point game. Pass to Halliburton. .132 left to play in the first. Bucket is good. And that's now 7 points for Barnes.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Tatum's shot is off.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. He just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And here's Halliburton following the three from Williams. And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. East All-Stars with some changes. Starks checked in for Barnes. Rodman comes in for Max. Checked in for the East. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Cunningham. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Williams, he's checked in for Booker. On the floor for the West All-Stars, they've got Holmgren, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Williams. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Harden in at the small forward.
And you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
Outside, Maxey. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
Well, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's not always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him. Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Williams inside. He's covered by Maxey. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. There's the triple. And the West hit again from deep.
He's now matched his three-point total from the first quarter here in the second period. 4 in the game already for him.
Thompson outside. Castellanos launches a three. The West All-Stars pull it in. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Ausar Thompson. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Booker's checked in. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball, trailing by 2. Williams against Maxey. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Rodman. Starts with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And another miss by the East. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Rodman. Outside Williams. And the West hit again from deep.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Maxey passes to Tatum. .143 left to play in the first half.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness, always pushing himself, is Jason Tatum.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Halliburton subbed in for Rodman. Jokic is checked in for the West. Luka Doncic comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits the second from the line. The West leading by 4. Outside Williams. Sinks the three-pointer. Williams has got 24.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D is shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the West All-Star.
Defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Williams finds Doncic. Back to Williams. Pass to Doncic for the 3. And the West hit again from deep.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Halliburton in the corner. And another miss by the East.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. And some changes here for the East. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Starks. And it's Scotty Barnes in for Thompson. And West also making a switch. Harden's checked in. Holmgren hits them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Halliburton against Williams. Pass to Tatum from outside the arc. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Williams can't get it to go.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Lobbed up there for Barnes. Holmgren with the steal. Goes up. And then Williams slams it in.
Good find from Jokic. Fantastic at getting that rock to teammates on time, on target.
Halliburton outside. Tatum on the wing. They can't stop the run with that one. And so it's the West All-Stars. Up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the explosive action of the second half of the All-Star game.
And That first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for it.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Tyrese Maxey out there with Halliburton. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Jason Tatum. And it's Barnes in at the power forward position. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. The East All-Stars have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Here's Booker. Still yet to score. Here's Williams. There's the drive. Launches it. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Barnes against Booker. 5 on the clock. Barnes kicks to Maxey. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
West All-Stars ball.
Maxey against Williams. From downtown. He's off on that one.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Halliburton outside. To the inside. The setup and the slam by Giannis.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Jokic sets the screen for Williams. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Maxey, no good. The West leading by 12. The West again cannot hit.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Halliburton looking around. Barnes against Collins. Just 5 on the clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul.
Taking 2 shots.
Now, where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Williams for three. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Halliburton on the wing. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Halliburton's got 5 now.
Halliburton, with the answer, was anxious to throw it right back at him.
Collins finds Booker. Collins a screen on Maxey. There's Williams with the 3. It's hauled in by the East. Halliburton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Over Williams. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when the...
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, and that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
On the court for the West All-Stars, getting the fourth quarter going. Davis is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Williams at point guard.
Big-time answer by Maxey. Boy, was he dialed in there.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And Tatum out top the key. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Holmgren. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. And the West leads by 21. And it's Maxey with the ball for the East. Here's Williams. And then Williams slams it in.
I'll tell you what, a lot of shimmying and rim rattling going on in this one tonight, guys.
These guys are spending more time in the air than they are on the ground, that's for sure.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you'd try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Here's Rodman.
Defensive foul. Anthony Davis.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the West All-Stars.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
The free throw drops for Rodman.
They are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
And some changes here for the East. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Starks. Scotty Barnes comes in for Thompson. Halliburton subbed in for Maxey. And both free throws good for Rodman. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Back to Williams. Fires from deep. Good on the three-point shot. Williams has got 43 points.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Rodman passes to Barnes. Back to Rodman. Barnes looking around. Three-pointer. And Rodman with the basket on the assist by Barnes. Rodman's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now Williams. Going inside.
Big time.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown. Appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Let's see what you got.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Maxey's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
On the inbound, and slam dunk. The West leading by 18. Here's Jokic. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Barnes down low. Working on Collins. Giannis kicks to Tatum. 5 to shoot.
Really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Collins setting the pick for Williams. Bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got 48.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Drives to the hoop. And that one. Good. Williams has got 50 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
Shut up. If you get me in your ass, I get. When you touch down in my hood, know that tour life ain't good. Catch me down in MIA, and that heat game on wood. With that Puma life on my feet, like that little engine I could. Boy, I slide down in your block, like on 12 o'clock. And they be throwing deuces on the same they watch. And I'm the king of my city, cause I'm still calling them shots. And these lanes talking that the same, that flop. I'm the same from First Street with them braids that lock. The same that came up and I had to wait for my spot. And he waiting on me, waiting on me. Still on that hook, my Rolls Royce, so he they gon' remember me. I say remember me. So much money at your free turn to your enemy. And when this beef, I turn my enemies. We don't they go for 40, ain't no tenant. Hold up, broke, turn rich. Love the game like Mitch. And if I leave, you think don't print it. It was something about that rollie when it first touched my wrist. Had me feeling like that boy when he first touched that. I'm gone. Woo!
Let me tell you. Girl, you my little boo thing. So I don't give a hoot what you do, say, girl, I know. You a little too tame. I'll be shooting that shot like 2K, girl, I know. Tell